Hello, welcome to my NES Metroid tutorial. This will be a beginner's tutorial showing a route through the game, which is very easy to do, very quick to do, and also it eliminates the fact that you don't have to keep dying and farming for health all the time. That is one of the biggest problems on this game that I hear people talking about, is when I die, looking around, I always have to farm for health, and that just drives me crazy. I just can't be bothered anymore, because let's face it, NES Metroid is not that exciting really compared to other Metroid games, but it doesn't get enough love as it deserves in my book. It's not that hard once you know a couple of little tricks, and one of these tricks I will show you right at the start of the game that probably 90% of Metroid players probably have no idea you can do this trick, and it probably makes the game probably 60% easier to complete if you knew it than you didn't, basically. So we'll dive right in to start the game. Now the first thing I'm going to show you on this game is, because I'm pretty sure most people will know the controls, is the quick shot. So let's kill these two. Always get your health. Isn't that right? If I tap the button, that's how fast I can shoot. That's as fast as my little thumb will flipping take me. If I hold the button, that's how fast my rapid is. You can cancel out a shot and shoot another shot straight after you have fired one shot. You can hit off another shot straight away by cancelling out the shot button with another button. So if I hold B and I tap right loads of times, look how fast I shoot. At that speed, you'll probably speed up double the amount of what you shoot before. And that will hold enemies in place while you're shooting them, because when you hit an enemy, it's stunned for a split second. And usually by the time another shot's hit it by tapping the button, usually when you're tapping the button, by the time you've hit it, it's had a chance to move a little bit, the enemy has, because it's come out of stun, moved a couple more pixels across or whatever, and enemies start moving around, so that means you have to move around and start jumping to get them after you shot them and stuff. But with that, they can't move because they get stunned and then stunned again and stunned. So basically that's one of the first tricks you learn. If you're pretty good at Metroid and you was just fed up at dying a lot, I wouldn't even watch the rest of the tutorial personally. I would go home, put it on or whatever, practice this quick shot, and you will find you will probably get very far in the game compared to what you used to get. So first things first, the first stage of the run is obviously them little techniques I taught you. Now the first bit is preparation, because unlike most Metroid games where you grab a couple of items, go to a boss, grab a couple of items on the way, then after that boss get an item that helps you get to another area, blah 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 blah, the linear way of the game is supposed to be played. It's easier in Metroid 2. There is no sequence for this game, so I can't really say your secret's breaking it, because it was kind of designed so you could just do what you wanted anyway. But the first stage of the run will be preparation. We'll be grabbing every single item we need to complete the game. And then once we've grabbed them items, then we go into Ridley, and then we go and beat Kraid, and then we go and beat Mother Brain. It's easier to beat Ridley before you beat Kraid on this game. Kraid is actually harder. His enemies are harder in his area. They do more damage. His actual area is harder. Everything about Kraid's lair and Kraid is harder than Ridley in this game. Ridley is a pussy. Okay, so we beat Ridley first. So the first stage would be preparation. So you get the morph ball to the left, and then we come across and we go over. You want to shoot as many enemies as you can now and kill as many as you can on the way up to the first energy tank. And that's the only time you will have to farm on this game. You won't have to farm again. So don't worry about this room for now. Keep going across. Over to the right, onwards and upwards. Kill every enemy you come across that you can, and pick up as much health as you can. Now here you're going to see the effects of how good quick shot is, because you'll see how fast I can kill this enemy. Now watch. This is normally, he moves loads, okay? Now when you see me kill one of them enemies later, look how much fast I can kill it. Anyway, once you get to this room, This is called the climb or the tower. There are two significant towers in this game that you should be aware of, and that is the blue one and the gold one. There is technically a third, but we're not going to it really, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Just remember there's a blue tower and there's a gold tower for now. And they're both right next to each other. So make your way up here, collecting the health as you go. See, now if I wasn't using quick shot here to kill him, this enemy would have got to me a lot quicker and I would have a lot sooner, and I'd been far too to probably hit me, so quick shot comes in handy. Even when you drop health there, you can... I'll show you another trick in a minute. I was going to explain it there, but I can't. Yeah. Right, let's kill him from far away. Hopefully he'll leave me a drop. If this guy leaves me a drop, I'm good. No, he didn't. Basically, if that guy would have left me a drop there, I wouldn't have been able to get him without falling down there and coming all the way back up. It's not that far, but it can get annoying. You can do what is known as a mid-air jump. That's when you're in a morph ball, roll off, come out of morph and jump again. When you're in morph ball form, when you're rolling off platforms, the game doesn't know what you're doing. You come out of the morph, you can jump. It's called the mid-air jump. This can save you sometimes. It's a very good technique to learn as well. It's another hidden technique of the game mechanics that you kind of manipulated to your advantage. These moves weren't designed in the game so you could actually do this. Well, they might have been, but I don't think they were. They are just basically taking advantage of the game mechanics and manipulating them. Anyway, next door you see you go into, and you'll come across the gold tower. Now the gold tower has three entrances, exits basically. It has one at the top, one in here in the middle, and one in the bottom. Now I suggest, the first thing you want to do is go to the bottom. Now you can come down here on the platforms like this, so you get to the bottom. Or if you want, you can actually, the towers, the blue and the gold towers, the right hand sides are always open. You can actually fall down them and get straight to the bottom whenever you want. You might take a bit of damage from rippers and things, but if you've got enough health, then it's no problem. At this part of the game, I suggest going down the platforms normally if you're no good at it, because you might die, and then it's pretty pointless me doing this tutorial if you die, because everything I've been saying is basically bullshit. But go down the platforms one by one, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to get down to the bottom of the towers if you want to get down there quickly. It involves losing health, but basically all you do is just fall to the side. The right hand side of the gold tower and the right hand side of the blue tower are both the same. You can get to the bottom by going to the right. Anyway, we go to the bottom. Collect your health as you go. Now watch how fast I kill him now. Really quickly. Kill this. When it needs a drop, don't grab it. It'll stop him respawning. And the other one. Now I've only got the rockets, already got the missile, sorry, and I'm on 74 health, that's pretty good. Come back round. You notice the techniques I use. Oh, you get stuck in positions like this, just do what you can. Anyway, we get the missiles and we come back out. Remember where the missiles were. The missiles were the bottom door. After you've done the bottom door, go back. Because we'll be coming to this area twice. Well, a couple of times we come past it, but we need to go. We go to one area, then we go to another area, then we come back here, and then back again. So you kind of really will remember what these doors lead to in the gold shaft. The bottom is missiles, the middle is the bombs, and the top is the barrier. We need to get all these three items before we start doing any bosses. So now you choose the middle. Most people will go back to get the long beam now. The long beam is actually not needed in this game. And most people, someone will say, oh yeah, but it would make it easier because you can shoot enemies from afar and everything. That is true, it does, but I hate backtracking when you don't need to, and you do not need to backtrack for the long beam yet. You can get it soon. In the 100% speed run I do, the long beam is the last item you get on the game. Maybe they call it the long beam because it takes so long to get it in 100%. Anyway, waivers can drop you big health drops for 40. Oh, got murdered then. For 20, sorry. But personally, at this stage, I wouldn't even stop and shoot anything. I would just go. I would just run. So, like this. I'll show you how much easier it is to just wait in these situations. Jump on that. Get your energy tank. Once you've got this energy tank, you're kind of pretty safe for the game. Okay. Get to the edge of this block and you make him appear, and then you can jump up safe. That's a little trick. Or you can do this trick, which is the pros, which is basically the mid-air jump. I didn't use any help. Pretty cool, eh? So just follow this room all the way to as far as you can go. And this is the other tower I was on about. But don't think about this one, we don't need to worry about this one. We need to get the bombs in here and that's it. So go up. Next door you come to, you get your punch. Okay. So much easier than you have. See, this is what I mean. See? Now these things will start ganging up on me. Now watch. A little bit easier. Otherwise they've been a pain in the ass. Next thing you know, you're down to 45 health. You come out the door, you get hit by something else, you're dead. Set your rockets, open the door. These things can follow you through your room and hit you in the door, so just dodge them, wait for them to disappear. Right, so we come here, we get our bombs. Now we need to head back to where the missiles were. If you remember, they were through the bottom door of the gold shaft. So now I want to refill my missiles so I get 5 again, because I need that. That's one thing you have to make sure on this game, that you always have at least 5 missiles. And as for missile usage, don't use missiles to kill enemies. It's not needed, it's a waste of ammo, and it's just pathetic. Do not do it. Sometimes you can waste your time just doing it. Basically, the best thing to do is kill the enemies with the beam. Now you have the bombs, you can shoot these enemies. I have 5 missiles. That was nice and quick. So, remember what I said about right hand sides? Yeah. Now we have to go back towards the missiles. If you ever see me doing straight jumps like this, it's because the Samus has got better control of the Samus in the air with a straight jump. When you do this spin jump, she kind of loses her control, and it's harder. If you ever see me do straight jumps, it's because I'm trying to get control. If you straight jump everything on this thing, you probably shouldn't have much trouble with it. I think when I was younger, I used to straight jump all the time. Now once you get to this room and you see this strange waver flying underneath a bridge, and you're like, why is he under there? To showing you that there's a passage. So go through the passage. Come down here. If you haven't got 5 missiles yet, come down here and destroy these and farm for missiles. If you're not picking up any missiles in a room, go through the door and come back out again, and you'll reset the RNG in the room for the number of missiles that can be picked up in that room, because sometimes it's 0 and therefore you won't pick up any missiles whatsoever from enemies that you kill, no matter how many times you go back and forth and respawn them, because the RNG will not change until you have left the room and re-entered. Come through here, and we get the ice beam. Okay. So, the ice beam on the way back, and we're heading towards the missile room. You can get the ice beam before you actually get the bombs, but it's quite hard. And it involves wall glitching, which I wouldn't do. I hate glitches. Right, anyway, I want to restock my ammo here. Right here, you can got two choices, but the best choice, well, three choices you have to get out of here because you can't jump out of there. But the easiest way, and because we have the item, we can do it with here. The easiest way would be bomb jump, which is basically you set a bomb, come out of morph, boost you up, whilst you're in midair, jump. Like that. That's called the bomb jump. You get extra height. You can also call it the quick morph. It's where you go up and down. It's like Samus bounce on the floor. Basically, she's morphing and unmorphing really quickly there. So it looks like she's just bouncing out. You can do that and jump in midair again, and you can get a little bit more height on the jump. But if you press it wrong, that's what will happen. Now that is terrible. But anyway. There we go. That was the mid-air jump one, the quick morph jump. That's hard. Just bomb jump out of there, it's easier. There is another way, but it involves taking damage and it's just noobish and I don't even want to show you. Do the bomb jump, it's cool. I didn't make it. I don't think I can actually make that. I wouldn't really worry about killing waivers in this room. You can use more health than it's worth. Just dodge them on the way back. Only kill zoomers and squeeze and things. These things are just a pain in the ass, just dodge them. You can do little cool tricks like this though, and sometimes you can hit the enemies, I'm not supposed to, but also, after your bombs hit you, and you've been exploded by a bomb, you'll be invincible. This is how I went through the enemy, because you're invincible for a couple of frames after the bomb explosions hit you. I don't know why, it's just the way the game's programmed. So we go back, and we're back at the famous gold shaft. Now you want to hit the right side, like you always do with those shafts to go down. To the bottom, to the missile. I wouldn't really worry about health. If you've got health like I've got health now, I wouldn't really worry about it. As long as you've got over 1 tank fill on 50 health, you're golden to go. You can freeze enemies now. You can go and get the long beam now. I'll show you where the long beam is later. You could go and get that now if you wanted. It does probably make things easier for beginners, but I'm going to show you, you don't actually need it. It's not that hard to do without it. You can get it in after you've got what you needed, sometime later, sorry. Sorry if my tutorial is pretty weird. I've never done a tutorial in my life for anything. So anyway, in the room, this is morph. North. And therefore I would have come down. Don't worry about this left side, we're never going to go there at all in the whole run, so don't worry about it, just hit your right. You can kill this purple guy with a missile from back here, it's a hard shot, but you can do it if you want. If you have the long beam now, you can shoot him and freeze him from there, which is probably the best thing. But it's only this one you've got to dodge. But he'll come towards you once you get close enough, so just take a jump. If he does run in and he gets up there, just missile him. Once you've done him, that's the hard bit. Out of Norfair down, there's nothing really harder here. It's like the hardest bit of Norfair at the moment. Go along the top. Now we're getting one item here in Norfair, and then we're going back to the gold shaft. And after that, after the gold shaft, we get the barrier, and then it's straight to the bosses. But you get one more item, that's the bosses, but it's on the way to the bosses. There's no more backtracking after that, basically. And basically, you come out into the pub room, you get to the bottom, you bomb through the floor. Now remember what you're doing here, because you have to come back here eventually. So remember what you're doing. You bomb through this floor, and once you bomb through the floor, it was the next door. Just remember, the door after you've bombed the floor. And in here is the high jump boots. Kind of just run in this room and you can kind of just dodge everything if you just get your jumps out properly. Make sure you've got 5 missiles obviously, like the horse said, and there's a high jump boots. Right now, I'm going to show you a trick called UP+A or instant death. or suicide, whichever one you want to call it. Basically, when you die on this game, you're given a password and you're sent back to the elevator at the start of the area that you're in. So I would start at the elevator of North End now if I died, and I would get a password and my health would start back to 30, and I'd have to farm all my health back up again to get my health up just in case I didn't die, which is the thing people hate. But there is a route that I've designed that you can use this UP+A deathless trick now to warp out and still not have to farm, because there's energy tanks close by that you can pick up and refill and stock up straight away. So basically, the UP+A trick works basically like death, but it's just instant like that. You don't lose any health, you just die. Like, it's called suicide. It's a move function that's programmed into the game. It's also programmed into Legend of Zelda and Legends of Zelda 2. I think it was just for programmers. I'm not too sure what it was actually doing. But how to do it is basically you press start on controller 1 and you pause the game. Then you pick up controller 2, plug it in obviously, hold up and press A. And that's instant death. This will warp you back to the elevator. And it saves a lot of time of running the way back round, all the way back round, and everything like that. The problem is I've got 30 health again now, which would be a big problem, but not with the route that I've designed. It's different. All right, if you're American, okay? So anyway, back to the elevator. We need to go back to the gold shaft. So we walk back here, and just to let you know, I hate warping, UP+A warping. I think it's cheating, but I'm just showing you how I complete the game when I was younger and the best route to do if you don't really want to get bored playing the game. So as soon as you come out the elevator and you're in the next area, I paused it again obviously, you do UP+A again, and here I am, the elevator to Brinstar. Even though it's not an elevator, this is where you start. This would be the respawn point from when you die. Right now, this is the only time you really want to do a little bit more farming. I wouldn't call it farming, because just kill the enemies along the way to the gold shaft. That's all you want to do, and pick up health what you can, because you're back at 35. But you shouldn't have much trouble getting to the next energy tank, okay? As long as you kill everything, don't get cocky. I could probably get there now and not kill anything and get there. I'm being cocky, but I probably could. But I wouldn't advise it. I'm trying to show people how to do this game easily, okay? We've got 5. Don't worry about missiles if you can't get carried anymore. This game's annoying sometimes. Whenever you want missiles, you never get them. And whenever you don't want missiles, that's all there seems to be dropping. I want to get some health from there. Right. Back to the gold shaft. You can freeze these and jump on them to get up quicker. Oh, that was slow. You have the high jump boots now as well. Forget that. I'm so used to doing a certain route when I'm here, I don't never have the high jump boots until right at the end of the game. But this was a route I designed years ago to complete the game easily, because I was fed up of dying. And when I completed this game as a kid, I didn't have a map. We didn't have the internet. I think we had maps maybe in computer game magazines, but I never had a map for Metroid. I had the booklet for the game, so I seen the little map you get in the booklet, but to be fair, it's pretty shit. So anyway, once you get to the gold tower, you need to go to the top room this time. Because we've done the bottom room, it goes to the north end of missiles. The middle room went to the bombs. The top room goes to the area. And after that, we're ready to go bosses. Like I said, waivers and things, you don't really know stuff. Freeze things. I should have got the long beam on the way up here, but I haven't got it. I will get it soon. But the long beam is an optional item, even to beginners. I think it's an optional item. You don't really need to get it. So I just came through this tower. I was supposed to go through the top one, but my house low. But I suppose this way you can see how optional the long beam is. I've never liked the long beam. I think it's shit. I think everyone thinks the long beam's shit, and that's the whole reason. There's only ever been the long beam once in Metroid. Better by them. With a fucking power up to shoot further. Okay. Well, I'm glad they didn't, because now you got a quick shot. Right, here's another missile tank. Keep going further. Oh, the long beam would have been good there, not to shoot them blocks. But like I said, you don't need that. Especially a quick shot. So that's right here. If you don't get it, keep trying. You'll get it. That's time to suck pixels. Here's the energy tank. Once you got this, don't worry about your health so much from them. Just 3 things. There we go. Now we go back. Now I really wouldn't worry about killing enemies. As long as you've got at least 5 missiles and a good amount of health, you're good here. Right. Stop in this room. The barrier is up here. Now just do this, eventually you'll get up here. You can bomb jump up here if you want, like that. Now, with the high jump boots you can jump straight up here. You can get the high jump boots before you can get the barrier before you've got the high jump boots. It involves double bomb jumping like this. Like that. But it has to be frame perfect, and it's annoying, tedious, and it's kind of boring, and if a new player was doing it, they get frustrated doing it, so I suggest just getting the high jump boots. It doesn't take long. Get the high jump boots, come back to the barrier. Obviously, in the speed runs I do, I have to get that barrier jump with a double bomb jump, and sometimes I get there, and I spend most of the runs that I do are resets due to the fact that I keep getting to that barrier, a double bomb jump to get the barrier, and every time I get there, I can't fucking do it. It takes me like 15 fucking goes to get to the top, and I waste about a minute, and it drives me insane. So I suggest just basically doing that. You can choose to get missiles now if you want, it's up to you. I don't really think I need them, but I'm going to get them just to show you how you can kill things quickly on this game. Like this, and I'll just make mincemeat out of any enemy on here. Sometimes you can use a missile. I use a missile when I'm on an odd number, but I only use one because missile pickups come in two, so every time I pick up a rocket from an enemy, I get two more rockets. So as long as you've got enough for a door, you're good. Right, now come back down. Now we need to go back to Warfare to go to Ridley. Through the top. Do not worry about your health at all here. It is not even worried. You're fine. Hit him. Back to the gold shaft. No fares at the bottom. Remember what I said about right sides. Oh, there it was there. You can get through that all in one go. So back to no fair now. Just, no, it wasn't. I was supposed to get the long beam again. That's 3 times I forgot to get the long beam. Right. Really, you should have the long beam by now. I'm not going to get it. I'll show you where it is after I've done Ridley. And you can do that straight after you've got the missiles. Anytime you've gone back near where the long beam is, every time you go back to that section at any point, you could have got it. But I've been a fucking idiot and forgot it. So the tutorial's messed up a bit, but I can't be bothered to do it again. Plus, you'll see where the long beam is later, and you'll know when you can pick that up. All you need is the missiles to get the long beam. You don't need anything else. You're supposed to pick it up third item on the game. You get the morph forward missiles, and then you can get the long beam. But like I said, I don't get it till the end. Right, back down to Warfare. Now we need to go back to the high jump boots room again. See, it's not that confusing so far, it's kind of just back and forth. But this is the last time you have to go back and forth. This is it now. Now, we just go to bosses and complete the game. We pick up one more item along the way. One more special item, not pickups, not just item. So, just dodge all these little pricks. Don't even worry about them. Freeze them if they're inside. With the long beam, you will have the long beam here usually, so it's a lot easier. Now, can you remember what we did when we got out of here? Bomb the floor. Next all day. Back to the high jump boots. These rooms are better if you just run through them. Bollocks. Hate it when it happens. Right, it's time to go down here. You could have done this earlier when we come to get the high jump boots, but it involves farming for missiles, and it's hard because the enemies are harder and killing you. And also, you don't have Bavaria, and you don't have as much health. So I wouldn't advise doing it now. You can try it if you want, but it stops you have to go back and forth as much, obviously. But this is still quite a quick run, considering how many times you actually have to backtrack. So go across and keep going until you get to the green room. You know, you can just kind of run this now. The Bavaria's kind of just saved you, especially with the help. Watch your oops, a daisy. You know? It's not that hard. You see, I haven't been in any risk really of losing my health. Now here, we can go to the top here and get screw attack. You can shoot these blocks to get up the top like this. But I'm going to show you a cool little trick. You remember the quick morph I showed you earlier? Where you can quick morph and jump to get extra height? But if you do that in a platform that's only 2 blocks big, or the height of 2 blocks like I am now, you can push Samus's head into the top of the bubbles. Can you see with a quick morph? If you hit jump at the right frame, you can push yourself through walls like that. Well, that's what you can do. It's a little trick, it's a little speed trick. Try it if you're feeling bored. It's pretty cool to do. But anyway, come back up here. This is where the screw attack is. I hate it when I'm wasting this out. It's an annoying thing in the world. And there's a screw attack. Now once you've got the screw attack, that is it. We do not need to pick up any more special items apart from energy tanks. We don't pick up any more missile upgrades. We don't pick up the wave beam. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any other more items that we can get, to be honest. So, except for the long beam, but we didn't get that. So now we go back out. Now we go to Ridley. Now it's time for boss time and completion. And that is it. But don't panic if you fall in lava. Just hit the bottom. Wait for your feet to hit the floor, like that, and then jump. You'll get enough, actually. If you're having enough of this stuff, you can even bomb jump, and that bomb will make you invincible, and you can jump through the fire even if it's in the air, like I just did. So bomb jumps are handy sometimes. If you're wondering why I'm laying a bomb and doing a morphing, it's because it's quicker. Anyway, you come back down and we go back the way we come. And look how many times I'm getting hit. You know, I'm not even killing enemies, I'm just going for it. You know, I'm using loads of health in there. Things hitting me in the door. See? Now I'm still not scared. Because I know that this run is safe. And I can hit that bloody block off in there. I'll just show you how piss easy this game is now. So just run. Even if you're shit, you can still do it. Damage boost. And there's the high jump boots in there. So. Now, we're back out. Now all we do is go to the bottom. Right to the bottom. And that's the bottom. Palette change, so we're obviously going somewhere new. Screw attack basically just breaks this game and it just makes it basically easy as fuck. See, you can just do this now. And it's easy. So if you are getting low for health, remember you are just like practically invincible every time you jump. So just take your time, do your thing like this. Don't get their help if you want to. I don't need it. That's see what I mean? Wait till you hit the bottom, otherwise you can jump out there and you don't get any height. Wait till your feet hit the floor, and jump. Right, now we come down next door. And we're in Wrigley's there. No, Wrigley's now. You come down, you go left. Just in case you're wondering, there's a secret room up here that leads to a missile tank. That's quite hard to find. I'm not going to go out there. I wouldn't advise going out there. You don't need it. I need missiles now though, if you understand, because I haven't farmed. I need 5 missiles to get through the door in this room, and look how these enemies are going to act. So personally, I think I'm better off going up here and getting these missiles. I wouldn't advise coming in here out farming Brinstar before you come here. Oh bollocks, especially when this happens. Oh, I forget I've got a screw attack. For crying out loud. Anyway. I want that. See how much easier this is with quick shot? These things don't stand a chance. I want to bloody missiles, you twat. But you know what, there's missiles in this room, just gonna risk going for them. I wouldn't come into this room if I was you, it's very hard. For a beginner player. But then there's 5 missiles there. I should have really farmed before I come into this area, but I didn't think. I'm about this one door in a minute, this one red door. So yeah, basically don't come up here, farm in Brinstar, get all your missiles up so you can get here and get to the door before. Because so basically this last 2 minutes I've just spent doing this is not needed to be done in this game. So if you're watching this run, you're still thinking, oh, it's quite long still. No, there's a couple of times when I didn't do the right thing. Oh, see, that's the problem with this stupid thing. Okay. Them type of things annoy me when I'm speedrunning. It's just like, fuck's sake, right, keep going. Don't use any missiles on these or anything, just screw attack. Just even if you have to stun them like a minute. Because you kind of want to free this area up nice and nothing's here. Like, now, you can bomb here. There's a few places you can bomb the floor in this room. I think you can bomb around here as well. And see, and I think on this one too. Yeah, and probably on that one too. You might be able to, I probably missed it. But anyway, or you can jump up there and by freezing the enemy and get them up there. It's pretty shit, to be honest. So anyway, this is why I need 5 missiles just to get through there. Okay. Now in this room is the energy tank. Don't go running towards it like, oh my gosh, like drooling for the energy tank, because you just will regret it, because there's a hidden floor. Obviously, there's nothing's that easy to get. Remember the mid-air jump I showed you earlier when you roll off a platform in morph ball, morph and then jump? That is a really, really good trick to do here. It saves you have to know where the floor is because you basically fall down anyway on purpose. Watch. The mid-air jump back out. You can do. I'll do that slower now so you can see it's not that hard. See, you can fall down quite far. See? Easy, very easy. And that's what you don't want to do. Okay, then I drop down and take the right one. try and get missiles if you can. You don't need them, but it just kills Wrigley quicker in a minute. Because otherwise it does take quite a lot of hits with the beam. Even though Wrigley has 2 patterns, both the bosses have 2 RNG patterns. If you're wondering how to get into that, same thing. Yeah. You can make that jump by it. With the high jump boots, it's frame perfect. Without the high jump boots, it's still hard. With morph jump, it's just easy. There's 5 missiles in there, a missile pack in there, for extra 5 missiles. Drop down again, now take a left. And everybody knows what this area looks like if you played Super Metroid. So, jump these things and freeze them. It's easy. I must admit, the long beam is probably a good thing to have here. I'm not even going to collect health, it's too risky. I don't need it. I got 99 health anyway. I want my health. See, straight jumps are easier. There. Right, Wrigley. Now Wrigley has 2 patterns. One of the patterns is basically the best one, and it's really easy to hit him, and you just have to stand there and hold a button basically, and then all the fireballs fly over your head, and Wrigley just stands there jumping like a fucking idiot, and you just battle the fuck out of him. Or there is another RNG that he has, which is a bit more trickier. I'm hoping he has the tricky one, because I like to show you what to do with that when I can explain how the easy one goes to you, but I can't really explain how to do the tricky pattern. But he's not that hard. It'd probably been easier if I had long beam, but he is doing the easy pattern, which is you run in like that, and then just stand here and do quick shot. Don't jump up with him trying to hit him like that, because sometimes the fireballs can hit you and it gets annoying. So just stand here and fire missiles at him as well. The other technique from Wrigley would be that you stand right here. He does a different fireball pattern. You stand there, you freeze them all with quick shot. Oh, fuck's sake. Fucking bullshit. Oh my god. It's not gonna let me through. This is why I wanted him to do the other pattern, so I can show you how to do it. That's it. Right. Anyway, I'll show you the other pattern. I'll show you where I would stand and what I would do, sorry. Usually I pray for Wrigley to be having the pattern you start then, because it's so much quicker to kill him easier. But basically what you would do is stand here, and the fireballs act different. They don't come all the way at you in this fast, so you've got plenty of time to just stand here, quick freeze them all, and when they're all frozen, jump over the frozen ones, stand here, do the same thing. When you start seeing them unfreezing, jump back over, wait for them to freeze again, do the same thing, and you just keep repeating that pattern, and you will basically just be in the same. Okay, right, now you want to go through here. Purple doors take 10 missiles. Come here. Just jump, this is a hidden floor here. So you walk on, get your energy tank. Now once you've got your energy tank, you are clear for Wrigley. Wrigley's lair is done, everything in North Air is done. You can just go to Parade now, and that's it. So you can go back if you want on foot, or you can quick walk. Quick walk, UP+A, like I showed you before. Now we want to quick morph all the way back to the start. When the scene changes, back. Okay. Now we go to grade. No, I'm going to get the long beam first, because this is really the last time I can get a long beam, really. So usually we come straight down here and go to grade. I didn't get the long beam, so I'm not going down there, because I'm going to show you how much easier Craig's lair is with the long beam. You've got hardly any health here, so pick up your health. You wouldn't have to come this way, so I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not going to pick up my health. I'm going to keep my health around 30, just so I can get to the area with the same amount of health that anybody else would have. So let's just keep it 30.5, get the long beam. I'll show you where the long beam is. Personally, get the long beam after you've got the missiles. Get the missiles and then get the long beam if you're usually doing a run. But the long beam is in the blue shaft here at the start. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why I have so many missiles, is every time you kill a boss, you get to carry an extra 75 missiles. The boss will give you 75 missiles and then you can hold another extra 75 missiles. Yeah, the long beam's in the blue tower. It's the second door on the left. Like the gold tower does, the blue tower has 3 exits, but the exits are on the left of this tower. The first one is the bottom way back, on the way back is the way back to the beginning. The middle one here is the long beam, which you should be getting after you got the missiles at the start of the game. Remember that. And then the top one is Torian, the top door of Torian. I'm going to quick walk here, even though I didn't have to. Basically, this is the position you would have been in now if you'd have got the long beam at the start after Ridley. So we go here, we kill Ridley, we'd UP+A, get here, kill some enemies along the way, and go to Kraid. Okay. Pick up any health you can. An experienced player might want to grab health here, to be honest. So. Okay, I didn't really get much health there. Technically I'd go in there with a little bit more health than that if I was you, but like I said, I don't like farming unless it's along the route. I don't hate stopping for stuff and going back and forth shooting enemies. It's gay, I hate it. Anyway, this is Kraid's lair. The first thing you want to do in Kraid's lair is go to the second door on the right. Okay. Now this is why it's good to have a long beam, because you can shoot these from 5-6. Shoot him. It's best to freeze everything in Kraid's lair. Jump over. Shoot that. Get him. Okay. I can never pass up on a missile upgrade unless I'm doing a speedrun. Anyway, there's a way in here. You can get in here like this. Otherwise, you gotta go. Otherwise, you gotta go around to the right and go underneath and go around to the right and drop that down onto that hinge tank. Or you can get it like this if you can time this right. You get in there like that. You morph in midair, and you can jump out. I didn't have my sound on where I record my voice. I don't want to cover over some of things, so I couldn't actually hear the cue point when I needed to jump, which is annoying. But yeah, you can quick morph out there and jump out of that after you hit the edge. It's just doing it quicker, to be honest. Roll off that platform there and you'll directly fall straight into, yeah. Oh my god. Right. These enemies. That's how these enemies. Right. Once you've done that, now we go to Kraid. So we go. We get down to here. And when we get down to here, we want to morph into a ball. And you want to come off here, unmorph and jump. You're supposed to only come out of that door, not go into it. It's supposed to be an exit door. But like I said, manipulate the game's mechanics and you can do what you like. So get through that door. If not, there is another way around to Kraid down the bottom. It's kind of just a one route thing, so I wouldn't really worry about getting lost if you can't do that move. But personally, I learned to do that move. Practice that move in a lot of places first before you even got to Kraid. Once you can do that move good, you're pretty much fine. See, freezing does everything. Right, you go across. You go down to the bottom. This is called the climb. I hate this room. Everybody hates this room. It's pathetic. It's another part of when I'm speedrunning that I get to, and then I have to reset the game, and it's right near the end of the speedrun as well, and it's fucking annoying. But yeah, we won't have to worry about this because we're using that today. That's doing my I'm not sure do about that. You can use a couple of missiles here if you want, if you're really being worried. Because you've got plenty. Used a missile but then didn't need one. Okay. Right, we're practically on Kraid. Waiting for him to leave a drop. One nice, I guess we've done not missiles. I don't lose because I have to get them. Right, in Kraid, you just want to use bombs, nothing else. Just mash it, just mash the button. You won't get hit as much because remember, once you've been hit by a bomb, you're invincible for a couple of seconds. This is what I mean, Kraid is much more harder than Ridley on this game. That was pretty quick, that was pretty good. Anyway, that's how you kill Kraid. You've got plenty of energy to do that. Don't worry if you think, oh, that, you've got loads of energy. Once you've done Kraid, there is a hidden energy tank down here. Right, and the best way to do this is you've got the high jump boots, so it's very easy. It's easy without hard without the high jump boots. Well, it's not hard, but it's quite a little trick. But anyway, basically, there's an energy tank here. There. To get it, the best thing to do will be roll off here, and then you can roll straight in there from there. If I roll from there, I can't get the energy tank. Well, most times I can't. Yeah, you can't get it. You can't get in there. But if you roll from the top one, you'll roll straight in there. You'll roll straight in there from then. I didn't do it then because I want to show you a neat little trick that I can do, which involves falling down, jumping, doing that, and then jumping at the top and doing that. I missed the jump. I missed the shot. Well, if I don't get it now, I'm not showing you. That's it. Right, there's the other range tank. That's the Kraid tank. Now what's happening? Now we go to Mother Brain. See, the game's not that hard once you know a little technique and which energy tanks to get and when. That's like now. There is an energy tank in a minute right near the start of the game, which you can get pretty early in the game, and most people do because they just want more energy. It's best to get this energy tank I'm getting in a minute last for the simple reason that after you've used the UP+A to walk out, you've got 30 health, and you get up here, you get an energy tank, you're battlefield again, you ain't got to worry about anything. So, now we go to Torium. You want to collect as many missiles as you can to Torium. I think I picked up 3 packs, so I can carry a 75 for each boss, two 75s, 150, plus another 15, 165, I think I carry 165 missiles. So I want at least 150 by the time I get to the doors to Torium. But it's pretty easy to farm now you've got all this shit. But yeah, here we go. Right, there's an energy tank in this room. A lot of people know about it, to be honest, but get it last. Right, to get it, the most simple way to get it is this. Let him run around the floor till he gets to the screen. Jump. When he comes out, let him go up. Jump. Then follow you from far back. When he gets too low, he will come across the floor like this. They can also freeze this screen up here to get it, but the best way would be like this. Like that, okay? There's the energy tank. Now you've got full health, 142 missiles, and you're ready for Torium. You can get that missile by freezing him and jumping on it, and the tank will do that. You can also, if you are very, very good, you can double bomb jump it. See? Okay. You can get that just by having the ice beam. All you need there is the ice beam and the morph ball. Missiles to get there. Oh no, just need the ice beam. Anyway, you don't need much to get that tank, but don't get it. Get it right at the end like I did. It stops you after the boss. Now you want to go. That's over to the gold shaft. That was the long beam. And I said there was 3 doors. There's the last one. Now, I do really need more missiles here. I suggest if you're new to this, I suggest stocking up your missiles to the 165, the maximum that you can carry here so far. Just for simple fact is, you might run out, you might do, but you can pretty much get your missiles back up pretty quick in Toria if you're lucky with drops on RNG. But I'm just going to go for it. Alright, we're in Toria. You shoot statues, the bridge appears. If you just only kill Kraid and you shoot Kraid, half the bridge will appear to a bite from this block to here. You can actually get up here and get through there with the ice beam without killing any bosses at all. By going through the block, as I showed you earlier, when your head's through a block, if you can jump at that point, you'll shift through the block. You can do that. It's a very hard technique. We don't need to use it here, so that's how you can get in there, but just by killing one boss. Right, anyway, Toria, make your way down. If I were a newbie, I'd kill these Metroids in this room. Missile drops from Metroids give you 30 missiles. I've now got the maximum. Once you've got maximum missiles and could have, like I have now. Oh no. Once you've got that, kind of freeze a Metroid and then just run away. But yeah, freeze, run away. Once you've got the missiles you need, don't waste them killing these things because they might not leave missile drops in them. By the time you got to Mother Brain, you've got like 60 missiles or something stupid like that. From here. Some people morph through it. They find it easier. I don't like doing it. I hate morph. Fighting morph a lot. See? Yeah. I hate it. Right through here. It's a good place to farm these ones if you've got no missiles here and you're right here. The best thing to do if you're low on missiles here is to do this. Go out this door, come back in, mash the shot button. That was all half, but sometimes you get 3 missile drops and you run away. Anyway, I've got 140 missiles, that's a good number here. Now we just go across, we freeze these things. Oh my gosh. No, oh, that's nice. Metroids are dickheads. Now, I'm going to show you the noob way to kill this first Sabotage, and that's the noob way. And I suggest if you're a noob or an amateur or just a tiny little bit advanced to this game, then I suggest doing each Sabotage in the way I show you first. After that, I'm going to show you the actual way you're supposed to actually get through this without actually getting hit, and the way the speedrunners do it, because it looks pretty cool. So, the first Sabotage, I'm going to take out the noobish way, right? And you can do this to all of them if you want to, but basically, all you do is you jump and you just mash that. Try and get spin jumps out just in case the ring comes in, and that's what you do to all of them. We do it on this side as well, but I'm going to show you a little trick. It's going to be hard because everything's reset. Bollocks. Right. Okay, right. What you do is you go shoot, roll. That was a bit shit, but that's how you do it. Now, this is why you want spin jumps in. Right, there we go. Right. The Mother Brain, freeze. Oh, if you land over here, hang on the side there, and morph into a ball. and do a mid-air jump. That's the best way to do that. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's shit. Oh, I was lucky. Right, I'm doing really shit here. The easiest way to do this is when you see a breaker come up there, drop that. That's the easiest way. Right there. You can also freeze. Like that. Oh, that's nice. Shoot up there, Joe. There we go. That's basically how you take out the brain. I hardly lost any health, as you can see, and that was kind of a shitty fight for me, so. But anyway, basically that's Metroid in a nutshell. But like I said, most people won't need this video. I suggest playing the game properly without a map, but one thing I do suggest is watching this video to see techniques of how to kill things, especially that quick shot technique I taught you at the beginning, because that is probably the best move you can learn. Probably the best move I've ever learned on Metroid, the NES. After playing it for so many years and then decided, actually I want to speedrun this. And then when I was watching the videos, I didn't even realise that they were actually doing this quick shot thing. I was just thinking they shot really fast and you could just mash the button faster than me. And then I realised, no, there's a technique to it. It's a lot different. I doubt I've got under an arrow this time. If I have, I'll be happy. But if you notice a bad spelling mistakes on the text there, absolutely terrible. Oh, I got under an hour. Lovely, so I got the best ending as well. So, anyway, that's how you do Metroid. If anybody's got any questions or anything they want to ask me, feel free to message me. Please subscribe to my page. I hope you like the video. My name is T3RR4. Please subscribe to my channel. Sometimes I go on Twitch as well. Not much, but I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it gave you some tips to actually want to play the game, because my main intention to do this video is to actually give it a little bit more love than it deserved, just due to the fact is it can be done without being boring. There is a way. I've just showed it you. That's it. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Bye bye.